Right then. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Hello to all the people that didn't mute me in their browser after they finished watching the FTL stream. Hi, I'm talking to you. Yeah, this is a little bit of an off-the-cuff stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Wolf Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. This is a little bit of a weird one for me. I don't know. I'm gonna get all soppy on you for a minute. I've been doing sort of streaming for a long time, and I don't know, I feel like, and I apologise for this to the people that do end up seeing this in the VOD and so forth. I apologise for the fact that I've been a little bit disconnected with streaming on the whole. I watched a clip a while back, or not too long ago, of me playing The Long Dark about 3 years ago, and I was a little bit more sort of engaged and sort of bubbly and a little bit more sort of carefree and as sort of life has sort of kicked me in the face over and over again, so well, not over and over again, but as I've sort of gotten more, I've had a bit more of a pessimistic view on life sort of recently, as sort of the carefreeness of being sort of a young lad, the money to spend, all of this. I've now got financial responsibilities and obligations. I'm moving out at the end of the year. My shitty microphone clamp doesn't hold the microphone up anymore. All of these things, they've been getting to me a little bit. And streaming has been sort of my way of relaxing and trying to sort of get to sort of appreciate you guys as a community, if you like. I've been trying to stream a lot more to give you some content to enjoy, to try and sort of bring you back to when I used to stream, sort of 2-3 years ago. I know a lot of you probably weren't around for that time. So I thought tonight, and maybe other nights, I've just done do a little bit of an encore for you guys, and this is more than anything an opportunity for me to say thank you to everybody here. I'm shit at words, genuinely. Thanks for just sort of sticking around and chilling out with me, on a street. It really does mean more than you know. Just hanging out with some people in chat here. So yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. It's sort of a bit weird and a bit off the cuff, and I'm sure it came out of nowhere, but I appreciate sort of everybody here. I don't know, no matter how long you've been here, Grey Bear, No Bear, 3 Bags, Full Bear, I don't know, I thanks for being around, you know what I mean? Thanks for sitting with me while I play my terrible simulator games and just generally having a good laugh and a bit of to and fro, to be honest, because that's really what it's about. I feel like this music is a little bit too upbeat to be hitting on the heavy topics, but genuinely, I sort of I really appreciate you all just sort of hanging out and being around. I know I've been a pretty shit streamer for the last few, and I'm aware of that. Somebody who doesn't really have a stream schedule. I've got 50,000 Twitch followers, and I don't really do anything with them. You know what I mean? I haphazardly stream, lackadaisically stream every few days for an inconsistent time with an inconsistent game rota. And I don't know. I feel like I've been denying you, through my own sort of narrow-mindedness, some decent sort of full-featured sort of not energetic, but really enjoyable sort of Twitch content. Askell, I could even start by reading some names properly, and as a special treat, for the third stream of the day, I'm going to put my glasses on.
Oh yeah.
But genuinely, you've all been just really kind. To be honest, I kind of haven't. I wasn't really expecting it. All said and done, if I just mute the alerts for a second while they pop up, I wasn't really expecting all of the generosity and stuff that you guys have come out and sort of shown me over the last sort of couple of weeks while I've been trying to get back into me live streaming. And like I say, with the financial responsibility of moving out and the fact that I'm 22, I've never been in a relationship, I've never had another person, another life to think about, you know, and all of the responsibility that comes with it. I'm kind of afraid of opening the next sort of chapter of my life, and sort of indeed obviously the financial support, but even just the moral support and the emotional support of just having people to hang out with while I play terrible simulator games. So just that sort of to and fro, that banter, that I really appreciate it. I don't know what else to say. I don't do mushy stuff. I do mushy stuff, but I don't do mushy stuff. So I thought I'd treat you all with some Train Sim World. Like, I know this is one of those classic games that nobody really wants to see, but I thought I'd stream it anyway. I couldn't think of what else. I'm kind of trying to appreciate the fact that it's 10 past 10 or around that time, and there's people trying to sleep on the opposite side of this, you know, brick and mortar wall here. Less heart to heart, more train to train action. Okay, Troll, I get it. Oh God. I want you all to know that I just spilled some ice cold water down my bare chest. That is... Okay. Just give me a minute to get my breath back. Oh God. Okay, right. Train Sim World then. Let's get you on into the game there. Apologies for the mushy stuff. I'm not much for it. I'm not one of these... I try not to be that guy. But I do really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, just hanging out and doing some to and fro in chat. And I feel like the meme of me not reading chat and things like that, it just kind of shows that, like, I don't know, I've not been really giving you guys the justice as the amazing community that you are, the justice that you kind of deserve, like, in terms of content and sort of to and fro with me. Like, me streaming for you guys is so, like, personal for me at the moment. Like, I love it. I love just hanging out with people, like, just on chat. Like, I like being a part of people's evenings. I like giving people something to watch, even if it's just silly stuff like this. So, as a sort of little promise from me, I'll try and be more consistent for you, or I will be more consistent for you as the evenings come on, like, and I'll try and be generally a bit more upbeat for you. With the sort of stresses that I'm going through at the moment, with sort of trying to save up to afford a place, and the responsibility that I have when it comes to that, the responsibility for saving up for both me and my partner. And again, this is heavy talk for somebody who's only 22, but it's a genuine concern of mine. It's just been nice to sort of hang out with you guys, and even though FTL was a disaster when it came to the gameplay, just the hanging out I really miss, like. So thank you, in short. We'll get on to some trains now. Let's do that. Mother, play Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. Sweet little lies, that's it. I'm sorry. Whenever you're live, you're always in the background for me while RPing in things like Star Wars The Old Republic. You're a great person, entertainment, and an amazing human being. Well, thank you for the kind words, Eve Killer. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I feel like I've been a sort of second-rate streamer for a very long time now. I feel like people have been pledging 12 months, 24 months of support for somebody that sort of lazily streams for an hour and a half twice a week. And I think as good as you've been to me, I feel like I should return the favour. It's about time I return the favour. So here we are, a nice little added segment of Train Sim World. Apologies to the people who I'm sort of hyperbole projecting to that don't like Train Sim World. I apologise. But I thought I'd give you something more to chew on. So now we come to the real meat and gravy of the stream, where we choose a railway. What kind of stuff are people looking for? So recently we did, or at least in the last couple of weeks, we've done Ruhr-Sieg Nord, if I go back, and we've also done CSX Heavy Haul. We could also do that. Being a second-rate streamer doesn't mean you're a bad streamer. Some, like myself, may just lurk, but just being around you makes us so... Well, I mean, I appreciate it. Trains suck. Fuck you, Quebec. I feel like it. Honestly, I know it's jokes, but, like, genuinely, I wanted to give you something more to chew on. Because genuinely, it does mean a lot to me. Second rate is more than we expected, yeah, I know. I know. I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I feel bad that like I've got however many people that turn up on an evening, however many hundreds of people, and like I don't know. It used to be more. It used to be more. But like I imagine a lot of people do get fed up with the fact that I'm really inconsistent. As some people I guess appreciated the meme, but in reality, if your favourite show was inconsistently aired 2 random days a week at random times and you kept missing them, you'd probably fall out of favour with watching that show too. And so I need to probably, at some point, I'll announce on Twitter or on Discord some kind of set streaming schedule that I will stringently stick to. And I've also got this kind of plan in my head where you guys can vote for what games I'm going to play. Probably of a set rota. Otherwise, we'd become a 24-hour honey pop meme stream, which I don't know if the price is right. I mean, but yeah, sticking to a schedule, extra doubt, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, trains. We've been going for 15 minutes and we're still not on the railroad yet. So let's just drive some trains. Like we can continue to talk while we're going. Like. I probably want to drive something that has like a late night service. I'm not sure which one I'd go with. Could run with the Great Western, could run with the New York trains. Interesting. Could run a Trans-Pennine. Although I remember driving these ones at night. The headlights on these fucking old British rail stocks are absolutely garbage, so... Can you request something British? British Eve colour. Yeah, we can do. The only British stuff that I've got in is the Trans-Pennine, West Somerset, obviously not including Great Western, and the Tees Valley Railway. What should we do? Guns? Guns, question mark? Womble is a fantastic guy. British. Yes, British. Words are hard. Words are difficult. Okay. So, let's move the mic in here for a little bit of like actual. See, the droopy mic is so bad. It's actually so bad. Can I fix the droopy mic? Probably not. Unless I do like that or something. Unless I do that. Does that fix the droopy mic? That does actually fix it a little bit. Holy shit! I've just MacGyvered a thing using one of the chords from the Dooha. Technical terms, I know. Hang on. Put that back and then magically the microphone should hopefully stay in the same place. Right. Got the most powerful weapon in my FTL run and can't use it because of power. Interesting. Thank you, Shadow Killer. Well, hopefully you'll do a better job than I did with my halberd beam. Okay, let's run something British. Let's run with the Trans-Pennine and we'll see how this goes. We'll do an evening service, I think. Quick sip of water there. I filled up my Twitch water bottle. I've got it full of ice, which is what that rattling sound is. Because it's definitely that kind of weather. The weather here is absolutely rancid at the moment. Like, warm. The kind of heat that you can't sleep in. A lot of people do actually quite like this heat, but it's not really my cup of tea. I'm somebody... I imagine there's a few of you in chat as well. People that, like, need the fan on 24 hours a day. Read Tater's message, boy, I beg your pardon. I think it's an amazing thing that despite the fact you have an inconsistent schedule, you've managed to foster a community as great as this one. Don't sell yourself short, mate. You do a fucking bang-up job. I definitely banged something up. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. My schedule, perhaps? Press E to begin. No, I'm already a train master. On the Trans-Pennine, he says. Right. I'd love to live in Alaska somewhere cold. I really would, to be fair. Like, I think it's just the natural migrationary status that everybody moves to Canada at some point. And I think we should try and live up to that pedigree. Right, we have actually got like a buttload of stock here. We've got a Class 40 that I've not driven before. It's summer at the moment. It's a clear summer night. We could run with this. I don't know. What train should we take out? We've got lots of choices. We've got a Class 47-4. We've got a 45-1, a 101 BLG, an 08 BLU, and a Class 40 BLU. So a lot of stock, to be honest. Quite a lot of stock. This one looks like it could be quite cool. Thank you there to Trickamus I need to unmute the notifications now. They will make noise. Also, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Something big and heavy? Slurp drink. I think that's going to be this one then. We're going to run with the Class 40 BLU. We have some other livery for it as well. We've got this version of the Class 40. Yes, the classic tractor. I think we'll run with this one, chat. Brilliant. So let's do it. So we've got a few different choices of ride here. We've done this late night service. We could do a very early morning service. Loaded oil. Let's do a freight. Loaded oil. 6E37 or 6E37 Manchester. We're going to do a very early morning train. Let's rock and roll. This should be nice and interesting. You need to go and find the Saru train model. Honestly, Saru, if this VOD ever makes its way to your kind hands, that train sim stream was a bang up job, as Tate would say. Absolutely fantastic. Go fast. SpongeBob meme. Every American in the chat. Did he just say oil? Yeah. It's the Greenland Express. Not for sale. Right. We'll put that on there. Fantastic. Burnouts and drifts, please. Multi-track drifting. I'll see what I can do. The sun is up. Frame rate is a little bit low at the moment, but it normally is while I'm getting used to stuff. Master key is on. Set the reverser to forward. We'll release the primary brake. Brilliant. Brakes are released. I got wheel slip. Feel like I had wheel slip then. There we go. Right, headlights. Where is the headlight button? The rear horn or the front horn, is that headlights? That's not headlights. One of these should be headlights. Cab lights. Instrument lights, route indicator. I don't think it has headlights yet, it's just a route indicator. Fantastic. Wheel slip equals burnout. PogChamp. There we go. Yeah, I like increase the render distance of like the railway track, so my game does kind of run like a piece of shit now. God, look how many amps we're bleeding through the system. Beautiful train. Very nice. We're on a 1 in 119 hill. This should have VR. This really should have VR. One of the things that this game, like I say, always said it was trying to achieve was this idea of a multiplayer, this idea of a multiplayer sort of railway. And I genuinely think it's doable. Like, if you have a set, like, service... God, I'm going up a 1 in 59 hill. This is so fucking steep. Thank you very much there, Vegas. Welcome, mate. But I'm kind of thraping this here. This is like really heavy. The tractor's really struggling to deal with this. There we go, we've been given the all clear. Full throttle. As we go up this really steep hill. God, it's so steep. That's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Multiplayer equals lots of head-on collisions. Well, no. I think if you have this game in the same way the single player has red signals, like if you run past a signal at danger, it removes your service like from the line. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Like, I think that's fair. Like, you could avoid head-on collisions by having a comprehensive signal system and then having players obey those signal systems. Like, I think that would work beautifully. I've definitely released all of the brake pressure. We're just really struggling to pull out of Leeds here. Well, wherever we are at the moment. We're heading to Leeds City Station. 35 miles away. So I guess we're on the Manchester side then. Beautiful jobby. So yeah, we're just in Manchester at the moment, it looks like. Beautiful train. You can go 40 mile an hour if you can reach it. I know, I'm working on it. Although we've got a 20 mile an hour speed limit in about 20, well, in about a mile, give or take, or like in about 1,000 yards, a kiloyard, I guess that is. Does this train go 88 miles an hour? It's hard to know for sure. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Can't sleep queue? No, I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like. I felt bad about giving you such sort of such a bad FTL stream. I apologise, and I just wanted to basically let everybody in chat know that, you know, like I apologise for me being a little bit of a slow sort of streamer. Like I don't know. Like I feel bad for the fact that I do have such like a half-assed schedule with you guys. Like, you guys offer so much support, and you're such genuinely nice people, such genuinely good people. I feel terrible for the fact that I really don't give you guys much back.
Oh,
I feel bad for that. I really do. So I apologise. But this oil train is absolutely heinous. I'm hoping it looks like it sort of starts flattening off here. We can only hope. Because I'm actually slowing down here. I'm crying. I'm sorry. Good people. I apologise. Is he drunk? Guy Alpha says, "Hey Q, just dropping the sub. I'll see you later." No worries, Guy Alpha. Look after yourself. And thanks very much. Genuinely. We're actually slowing down here. I hope we find the summit of this great climb. Because we're not producing enough horsepower here. Like I am full out. This train has nothing else to give me. This train weighs an absolute ton. Beautiful loco though, absolutely fantastic. Soon we'll hear it break down. I made you buy FTL today. Well, fantastic, Shadow Killer. It is a really good game. I need to give Into the Breach a try. Jane hits with the Tate Red. Quick drink here. Absolutely no danger of me running over the 20 mile an hour speed limit here. Although we're starting to level off, it looks like. We're now in a 1 in 118. There we go, starting to get onto the flattened level. Looks like it's this station that we have to go slow through. Oh no, it's because we're taking this tight hairpin right turn here. You can see the way the tracks are lining up there. Brilliant. There we go, we're coming around the corner. Very nice. Doing a very good job. Phenomenal train. Yeah, fully loaded with oil. This shit weighs an absolute ton. Fantastic. FTL but multiplayer. Everyone has a station. Ah, interesting. The engines will explode just like in Star Citizen. Yeah, they really will. Take a little bit off the throttle as we climb up here. Looks like, there we go, we've found the flattened level. We're even on a little bit of a downhill now. Look at this. We've made it. Can't believe it. Right, a little bit of a downhill here. Let's give it a little bit of loco brake. Got a lot of axles to try and slow this train down. And then we have been given free rein to get our train up to speed, so let's go for it. Excellent stuff. Beautiful sound. Really gurgles, this beast. Now that we've left the city as well, with like less props and stuff, the frame rate's a lot better. Brilliant. Unlimited power. That's right. Do locomotives use liquid cooling in brakes? They use air brakes, Ali. I'm pretty sure. I don't know whether there's any kind of liquid system in that. I honestly don't know, to be sure. On a slight uphill gradient, we're starting to get a bit of speed up now. Fantastic. Listen to that baby purr. Right, I'd say we're on like a high speed line now, or getting onto a high speed line. Definitely not on a slow bit. Excellent job here. Going to keep climbing up to speed up this incline here. Sir, you're driving on the wrong side of the railroad here. Oh, we drive on the left in the UK. Going up to 60 mile an hour. This looks like the main line here. A couple of buses down there. Very early morning. Right then. Going to keep rolling. Fantastic. 34 miles to Leeds. 33. Going up to 60 mile an hour. I've got her flat out, so this is all she has to offer. She is still climbing though. She's doing a good job. Brilliant. I love this. Yeah, sneak some of the oil trains or the early morning trains on here. Oh, saw some cars then, saw some traffic, very nice. Does that... I like trains, does that make me a metrosexual? I think it does, sir, I think it does. So we're slowing down to 50 mile an hour in not too long of a distance. I'm trying to get... This is a really steep incline here as we pull out of Manchester. Especially for a train of this load. Like these are fully laden oil cars. Like, these are big business. Through we go. It's also nice and bright for 3 AM, to be honest. Well, it's nearly 4 in the morning. Before all the passenger services are really running. Very nice. Very, very nice. Awesome. Okay. Not too bad at all. I love how good this game looks, man. Like, seriously, they've done an alright job with the end. It's just a shame that it's so poorly optimized. Like, when you're in sort of platforms and stations and things like that, there really should be more, you know, it shouldn't lag quite that much. I'm still trying to figure out what was wrong with my armor, because if you remember Arma 3 from the other day, that was really slow. And that's sort of been a freak incident. I think it was just the multiplayer architecture or how many AI were on the mission. I don't know for sure. No Q, you're awesome. No Silver, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're all awesome people. And, you know, thanks very much. Like, genuinely. Right. Okay. So we are at 32 miles to go here. We're about 4 or so miles into our journey. We're going to be running pretty much on the main line all the way there. And we should be running on green lights pretty much the whole way, as there aren't too many surfaces or services that are going to be running at this hour. Like 4 in the morning, so we're pretty much just going to be running like an angel all the way there. We're actually sort of stalling out here at about the 40 mile an hour mark. The poor tractor here, she's given all she's got as we sort of take these hairpins here. Got a long way to go. Q is now Wick, yeah, that's it. Oh, a Deltic. No, it's not a Deltic, Crom. I don't think it's a Deltic. This is a tractor. I mean, we get 3-hour streams that are basically a delivery guy running from his ship across the desolate moon, only to die in the final meters. That's awesome content. That was really good. That was really fun off-the-cuff stuff. And I was planning on doing like a Star Citizen challenge. I want to run it by you guys, see sort of what you think. 40s are Whistlers. It's a Whistler, is it? Beg your pardon. 40s are Whistler. 37s are tractors. So we're on a train. Yeah. 55 is the Deltic. This is a class 40, this is. 4168. So this is a Whistler then. I'm actually slowed down by 5 miles an hour on this really steep incline here. Was hoping to see some Canadian snow. Ah, it's a damn shame. There's no snow on this service, I'm afraid. Today I learned today I learned not everything that looks like a Deltic is a Deltic. It'd be cool if they put a Deltic in. Brilliant stuff. We're starting to get some juice on again as the gradient levels out. It's pretty much just full throttle all the way, like. That's all I can do. Get the cab light up, shut up. Probably not much cause to put the cab light on. Although I suppose I could put it on for the sake of having it on. They do sound really good. Does the amp gauge stand for amp meter? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, Guppy. I'm pretty sure it does. Although I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong for sure. Right. How you doing, Roberts? Welcome, welcome. It's amps supplied to the DC traction motors. Excellent. Good stuff. Duffers seems to know his stuff. Are you an ex-railman, sir, or do you just generally have a like good general knowledge on it? A really steep bit here as we come through this station, just as we start to level off here, as we drag the oil cars up. We should start to get a little bit more power on the floor. Yes, we are. Rolling past the 40 mile an hour mark. We're going to be on 75 mile an hour main line as we come through this tunnel here, which is great, but I don't think we'll see it, to be honest. The gradients are just a little bit too steep for us as we come through here. I'm not even sure if we're making good time. We're due to stop at Leeds. I don't know when. It doesn't say we have an arrival time. It just says stop at Leeds. The Whistler's finding its power, though. Is this Mad Max Locomotive Edition? It is. It does look really dusty, doesn't it? I suppose it is, though. Dry summer day. Lots of dirt and dust on the line. That's 75 mile an hour. Just let me get up to speed. I want to take this train at 75 mile an hour through here. Just let me have it. Oh god, oh god, we're slowing down. We're slowing down to like 15 mile an hour. That's a bit sudden to be slowing down to 15. Right, I'm firing the emergency brake. Jesus Christ, they really sprung that 15 mile an hour on me. God, they really spring that on you. Good grief. Fire the emergency boosters. It's a trap. That was outrageous. Okay. The train engine is freaking out a little bit. I think I've shagged it. Okay, I have like fucked the loco. Okay. The loco is very much in trouble. Let's make sure we've got some brake on here, just so we don't go rolling backwards. Right. I need to restart this train, I think. Okay. I've broken the whistler. Right. Trying to turn over. What are those red squiggly lines? I don't know. Holy shit, it's the mysterious blue bear? I know, I know. Okay. Anything I can do here? Any like junction boxes or fuse panels I can look at? Can't like access. Interesting. Try and give it another go. Releasing the brake on the engine start. Brake is running. Can't get it to start. Engine stopped, wheel slip. The engine stopped light is on, but I don't know how to get it running again. Troubleshooting is going to be a bit interesting then. Right. How do I get this started? Oh. Somebody start drilling. Still got an engine stopped light on. Wonder if that's... Are we getting smoke? Doesn't sound like it. That's killed it proper. Passenger, brake switch selector. I can hear like an air brake hissing. Handbrake's released. Train heating is there. How do I get you started again, you big bastard? Interesting. Engine only. There you go. Okay. Release the brake. Okay, she's still shagged. Wheel slip. The problem is one of wheel slip, it looks like. Rolling backwards a little bit. I think it's the problem. I can't even get her started on the hill. Turn on the Sanders, do you reckon? Let's give it a try. He's really gummed up. She's totally shanked, she is. How do I get him to nurse forward? Just starts freaking out around the 500 amp mark. Strange. Cursed train, that's it. Yeah, good luck getting that going on a 1-3 in a 100 and in a 1385 hill. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to roll her backwards. That's it. She's struggling. She's struggling to get up the hill. Okay. Now that I've got her definitely rolling this way, give it a first application brake. And let's see whether I can get her forward. Because I can't roll back. Come on, son. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good stuff. Very nice. Brilliant. Very nice. We got there in the end. We got there in the end. Brilliant. And now we know why it was 15 miles an hour. Yeah, I suppose we do. Going to be getting back up to speed in about 800 yards. Very nice. Yeah, that was not enough time to stop that train down from 40 miles an hour. There we go, through we go. Beautiful stuff. Excellent. Ah, I'm so happy about that. We finally got it running again. Excellent. We were never worried as we never believed in you, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. I'm just glad we got the train moving again. I believe we came through here on our nighttime service. When we originally did our nighttime run, we just came from a different area, I think. Very nice, going to be going up to 60 miles an hour, I think, just as we come up to this tunnel. Or just after this tunnel, maybe. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Right then. You have to forgive me. I didn't actually close that door there. That door's still open. There you go. Oh god, it's one of these trains that isn't Joe-proof. That's a shunting rate signal. That's not for me. Nothing I can do in here. It's just dark as it gets. God, imagine if you were fucking, like, imagine if you were a person in here, like the driver would never see you. Like, he'd genuinely never see you. Look how dark it is. That's unbelievable. Q, are you moving inside your city or somewhere else? Somewhere else. Well, to the very furthest outskirts of the city. It's like a different town. Right, let's give it some power. Beautiful sound in the tunnel. I bet you the diesel fumes in here are fucking magical. Look at that. See, fuck all. There we go. Yeah, it didn't really make much of a difference. But yeah, that makes sense. Oh, ice cube. That makes sense, Stuffers. Go 1 in 1, 2, 4. Giving it all she's got. Look at that beaut. Absolutely gorgeous. I love how this train track just meanders in it. It seems to just go through people's back gardens, industrial estates. It seems to go bloody everywhere. It's fantastic. I love it. Look at it. It just sort of goes anywhere it will fit. I can't help but appreciate we're probably running a little bit late here. Well, yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying this. The engine sound leaves more to be desired. Do you not like them, Fernanza? I think that sounds pretty good. What a pathetic chug. Yeah. Oh, I think that's about right. It's pretty good, actually, I think. But you're not running late. This is like more of a brisk walk, yeah. Sounds like a very small lawnmower. You wait if we go to like a slow... If we get to like a flat bit, I'll like thrape it a little bit. And then you'll get to hear it. But this is what it sounds like, the Whistler. Sounds like an idling outboard motor. I apologise that this train does not sound right. God, we're on such steep inclines. You'd really struggle to get going on an incline like this. Whistler, more like Weasler. Hang on, I've got it in here somewhere. Brilliant. Yeah, that's it. No, it's good. I'm liking this. To be honest, the only time I've actually been on this Trans-Pennine Railway on Wicked Train Sim is when I was on the dark, so it's quite nice actually seeing some of it. And it's low resolution, like hills over there. Brilliant. There's a really high footbridge, good God. Look at that. That's huge. Jesus. We are still accelerating at least. I just can't get it up to speed any more than this. Very cool. I think you're going through my hometown. Oh, right. Do you have many low-resolution hills over there? Where are you travelling from? Manchester. Yes, Manchester to Leeds I'm travelling to. I've just left Manchester. We're about 6 miles, 7 miles outside of Manchester at the moment. Yeah, that whole like turning the lights off thing didn't really help. Yeah, there we go. Got a 1 in 1, 2, 4 gradient. I can't accelerate any more than this. Any steeper and I'll start decelerating. Brilliant. Yeah, the scenery's pretty good, to be fair. Credit to it. I mean, look at that. Look at those houses. Spot on. I just got here. Is this a game about driving trains or building a railroad? This is a driving train game. We are currently sort of in the what era is this? 1990s, 1980s? And we are driving a Class 37, no, a Class 40, a Whistler, fully laden with oil, down to Leeds from Manchester. A 1 foot rise every 125 feet, or 151 feet. A third stream put me sideways. Who is this and what have you done with Quebec? Well, Xana, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more content to chew on. I feel like I should put more effort in for you, you really nice people that, you know, are sort of kind of keeping a roof over my head and are giving me the prospect of maybe moving out at the end, like in the middle of next year. Like, I feel like I should probably have give you some more content to enjoy. Because I feel like, I don't know, I've been starving you of certain bits of content. So I'm going to try and put more effort in and try and give you some more streams to enjoy, like. And I don't mind doing it. Because you're all genuinely great people. Next station is Greenfield. Thank you, Mr. Nips. At Long Live Quebec. I hope you come... Sorry, I hope you come. I don't know where that came from. I hope you buried the real one deep. Wouldn't want him to come back and not stream. Cap of face. Content. You'll have to forgive the accent. And the fact that I'm sort of slurring my words. All will have to be forgiven. Give us more blood. How does the horn sound on this one? That's always a good test. Where are you? Where are you? Where's the horn? There it is. It's not bad. Is there a front horn? Don't think so. None of those knobs and whistles do anything. Just cab heaters. It's a shame the cab heaters don't do more, to be honest. This really isn't a challenging route in that, like, there's virtually no micromanaging going on. I'm literally just tootling along. As someone who has piggybacks off the rich pricks that actually fund you, I'm honoured. They are far from rich. It's kind of harsh to call them rich pricks, Bonanza. It's a little bit harsh. Press N, and there are 2 levels of horns. Is there like a way to get a low horn? Nope. They're just pricks, yeah. No, you can't say that. Sort of racing the sun there. It's quite cool. I'm thinking of gathering all of the world's, hydrogen gas, suns, and putting them in a big, reserve for people to look at, and call it the Art of War. It's the Sun Zoo, where you can come and pet a sun. F screwed. I don't know why. He actually literally out. Brilliant. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Well, for another hour or so anyway. Yes, boo. That's it. Get out. 26 miles to go. Only got 26 miles of bad jokes. I was very proud of a dad joke that I told on the Discord the other day. Some of you may have witnessed it firsthand. Miss Jana said something like, "Was she going to stream, or were we going to do a co-op stream or something like that?" And she said, "Unlikely." And I said, "Why? What's Lee doing?" I was just the happiest man on planet Earth. Revelled in the deep sighs. I don't get a kick out of people laughing. I get a kick out of the groan. The groan. That's what I live for. The face palms. Yes. Dead ass dad joke. It's not dead ass. It's a fantastic dad joke. I thought the idea was to reward viewers. Yes, of course. Who doesn't want a good dad joke? I adore long bad jokes with a bad pun at the end.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
£5 there from Mizzou.
Some encouragement for more XCO. EHKM content, yes content.
XCOM. Ugh. To be fair, Mizzou, I was thinking of doing the first XCOM. The second XCOM, I don't know why. It just didn't rub me the right way. Thank you very much there to Karai as well. Very kind of you, sir. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I was planning on doing the first XCOM. I'm actually getting a decent bit of pace up, shockingly. Because, yeah, the second... Long War. Rah, yeah, I could do Long War. Long War's very long, though, isn't it? But, yeah, I could do Long War, I guess. It's no harm done. One of my favourite dad jokes, I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. I raise you one dad joke in which I say, I've got a mate that's addicted to brake fluid, but don't worry, he can stop any time. Fantastic. Quebec, if you've never had a read of the webpage, Nate the Snake, it's an absolute stinker. Brilliant. Boo. Fantastic. That's good. You like that one. XCOM is really fun until you make a few 1% rolls in a row and then you lose your run due to it. Yep, it happens. This is torture. Right. I once knew a Russian sound engineer and a Czech 1-2. Fantastic. I love it. Yeah, that's a really good one, Crom. Well done. 45 miles an hour, speed limit coming up. Not that that makes a hell of a difference to us. In fact, we're actually slowing down now because the gradient's gotten steeper. How are you supposed to get anywhere near the speed limit?
Yeah.
Jump to the right, sorry. Thank you very much for the 7 months, sir. Cheers, man. You're driving us all loco. Golf clap. Fantastic, thank you. What's the cheapest treat? Deer balls, because they're always under $1. Ah, brilliant. I love them. Absolutely love them. That's some great material. I'm writing these down, Jane. I hope you're ready for these. Hugh loves deer balls? Question mark. That's a long tunnel. Space, the final frontier. How far away that tunnel is. Good grief. Here's a joke. Donald Trump says he wants to bomb hurricanes. That is an interesting one. That is an interesting... If I just close the window here, if I can find it. There we go. That is an interesting topic for debate, the idea of bombing a hurricane. I mean, really show the hurricane who's boss. Really, just bomb it. Just bomb a hurricane. Why don't you bomb a hurricane? Why don't more people bomb hurricanes? Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, it's such a good meme. Can't we just nuke Europe? Question mark. Monka S. Please wait till we leave before we nuke Europe. I don't even know whether we will leave, to be honest. On the whole Brexit thing, because like only, as far as I know, only about 15 people in the just sort of British public are actually following Brexit anymore. There's a good chance that like old BJ Boris Johnson is going to have his sort of motion blocked by Brexit rebels on both the Conservative and the Labour side in an attempt to try and block his no deal going through Parliament. It's a very real possibility that it won't happen on the end of October, despite his best effort. I reckon we'll go through about 6 more Prime Ministers before we get anything close to a negotiated sort of end. What is this really bright bit? What's going on here? I don't even know. I don't even know. Batman went to a supermarket and bought a pack of ice. The cashier said, "Is that all?" Batman said, "Yes, just ice." Brilliant. Took me a second there. Really hope Brexit doesn't happen, or if it does, it's done carefully. Yep, I am exactly the same, Crombot. If it doesn't happen, great. But if it does happen, you know, do it properly. Please. Please do it properly. I spilled some more water down my chest again. Oh, God, I'm awake. Ooh. Okay, Jesus. Good God. Oh. The tone of my train just changed. I'm scared. What's happened? Right, we're going to coast for a little bit, I do think. Because we've got a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. Brill. Suicidal twin killed her sister by mistake. Brilliant. Q for Prime Minister. I don't know about that. 50+ lads, send it. That's it. Right. The Amazon is burning down and Donald Trump is nuking coastal weather. Thanks, reality, but I'd like to get off. Yeah, it's true. It really is true. Let's run the service. Let's go full service. Seems to be the only way to stop this sack of shit. There you go, let's coast. Well, we nailed the speed limit. Takes ages. God, literally, honestly, we like snake through people's back gardens. We're going up to 55 mile an hour very shortly. It does sound like a two-stroke moped, doesn't it? A dirty old, like, Eastern Bloc motorbike. It really does. Honk them. There we go, I taught him a lesson. Actually going downhill now, surprisingly. I didn't think it would ever happen. I thought we would keep climbing until the world ended. Everyone's playing WoW Classic and I'm sitting here watching Quebec play with trains. I've never played WoW. I've never played WoW. And people keep telling me I should get into it. And I'm like, sure. And then I never do. But we're actually going to be getting some decent speed up down here, I think. Surprisingly. May even make up the time that we lost. WoW is overrated, is it, Yosh? I don't know. Loads of people seem to play it. Loads of people seem to dote on it. No other early morning services that I can see. But we are really hauling along now. Jesus Christ. Like this, just imagine this thing coming roaring towards you at half the speed of sound. Imagine you're just here, like, look at it go. That's moving at a fair old pace, that is. You won't want to get hit by that. Right, let's ease off on the throttle a little bit. We're going downhill. We'll let her coast. Give it a touch of brake. Fantastic. God, we are really hauling arse down here. And even at those speeds it still goes tugga 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 tugga. It really does. 65 is hot damn. Really is, isn't it? Hell of a speed. Very steep downhill. Christ, are there people on that platform? Nope. Just coming whistling on by. God. Platform 1 there, lovely. Oh, we're really screaming down this hill in a big way. I love it. Right over this viaduct. God, on the uphill it really struggled, but down this downhill bit, God, it's chewing up the miles. 18 miles to go. Fantastic. You can hear like the slight hiss of the air brake as we go down. It's fantastic. This plus mass plus human equals red mist. It really does, yeah. If someone got hit by this would be less sort of spade and, you know, yeah, it would be less coroner, more maintenance guy with a jet wash. Like, there'd be, with a bucket and sponge, there'd be, wouldn't be anything left to identify. You would be OUT out. Hum is now hosting me. Thank you very much, Hum. This game is actually quite beautiful in its own way, yeah. Look at her go. He's really moving like the clappers. Absolutely brilliant. Cruising along beautifully. Vasera Cleanup Detail Train Simulator Edition. Yeah. Yeah, it's super chill, these train sim streams. I do like them. Awesome. Uh-oh, 50 coming up. Yep, you're right. Let's start by giving it a bit of brake. Let's get her on a full service now. Right, I'm getting it up to an emergency. Oh my god, look how fucking much it takes to stop this fucking kite. Jesus Christ. Waiting for the brake pressures to equalise. Release the brake. Release the air brake. We're doing about the right speed now. There you go. Air brake released. Will this be my only train journey? It will be for this evening, I think. Because we've been going for about an hour and 15 minutes so far. Just a little bit of a train sim stream for you guys. We got a yellow coming up. Oh my god, 15 mile an hour again. This one's going to be an emergency. Fill those brakes with air. Get some loco brake in there as well. Massively speeding for this bit, nothing I can do about it. God, it takes such a long time to stop. Let's start releasing the brake. Try not to come to a complete stop. I think we will there. Yep, we came to a complete stop. Too many amps in the system. Level it out. Come on, give me a little bit. That's it. That's it. God, it really does spring those fucking 15-mile-an-hour fucking warnings on you. There's another train there, shunter. There's another couple of trains, actually. Awesome. I don't think there's any people on the platform at the moment. I think it's a bit too early for them at 4:30. That passenger service there is totally empty from the looks of it. The only people that would know are me and the driver of that Class 100, and the driver of that other train there. Quite a few trains actually sort of stored up here, probably waiting for the early morning services. Running on yellows, so we'll be mindful of that. Will that actually just coast here? Given a green light. Brilliant. Not far to go. Bit of loco brake. Beautiful. Bit more loco brake, a bit less. Got to feather it a little bit. And there we go. Superb. You mentioned something about a Star Citizen challenge. What was that about? Oh, yes. So, basically, the idea that I've had is that when I obviously was playing Star Citizen last, I did the delivery where I ran like across the planet. Basically, well, when I say ran across the planet, I ran like 15 kilometers, 17 kilometers. I was thinking of maybe trying to do a mission where I join like a public server and I try and deliver a parcel without using my own ship. So I have to try and like hitchhike my way to different stations in order to deliver a parcel. I think that would be quite a cool sort of funny way of trying to deliver shit on Star Citizen. Have to try and barter with pilots at the different hubs. I think that'd be quite cool. What a way to sign off, yeah. 50 mile an hour bit coming up in about 2 miles. Sun's really out now. Haven't seen any of the trains on the line, it's just been ours. Very early morning service, as I say. Going up to 4:30 here. Very, very nice. I would think you were trying to hijack my ship, yeah. I don't know. It might be like trying to worth trying to talk to people in like the chat or something. See whether I can do it or not. I don't know whether I could. Just be an idea. Some hitchhiking across, yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Literally would be. Hitchhiker's Guide to Delivery. But yeah. No, it doesn't have interplanet buses. No, it doesn't. Packatown, that's it. I'd hope our line's open. There we go. We'll drop and then we'll start on a first application basis. Really getting a shimmy on there. Need to slow down to 50 miles an hour. Brilliant. Just wait for the air brake to equalise. Run it up to a first application basis. And then to running. Just slowing down preemptively here. Can't wait for another 15-mile-an-hour speed limit to cook off about 800 yards on the other side of this 50-mile-an-hour mark. Hitchhiker's Guide Across the Galaxy, that's it. Realise I was speeding up there. Full service. Just barely. Release that air brake. 80 mile an hour bit coming up. Yes, please. Just let it happen. We'll run on first application. Through the tunnel. Woof. Jesus. Crazy speed to be taking tunnels at. Make no mistake. Oh, got an uphill gradient. Jesus Christ, the gradient changes are so violent on this line. Unbelievable. There we go. We're joining the main line. Here we go. Excellent. Oh yes. See if we can run her up the flagpole. I don't think we'll be able to. The 45-mile-an-hour part coming up in 2 miles. Only 11 miles to Leeds though. I vote you go 60. Imagine slowing down from 80 mile an hour, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to reach that 80 mile an hour mark at all. Pump those amps. Amps be pumped. We come flying through this tiny station here. Very nice. Very nice. 45 mile an hour part coming up very soon. We're going to start coasting. First application. We're going to go 10% service. There you go, first application. To running.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, Eric says hi, for gifting a sub to Mr. BMC Forever. Thank you very much for gifting 5 subs, sir. Q, when you start up the train again, zoom to 90 mile an hour, yeah. I'll see if I can, yeah. Got a very slight uphill gradient, we're going to give it some amps to chew on. Goodness. Oh, God. High pollen count in game. Terrible. Ooh. the throttle, the fucking gradients change so wildly. A little bit of loco brake. I'll let her run up a little bit. On a flat gradient. We'll just coast at this speed for a little bit. Because we're going... Yeah, it's because we're coming off the main line. You have to go slow through those points. Say slow, we're still doing 40 mile an hour like. Brilliant. That's a massive cooling tower. Look at that. Look at that beast. Right. Get us some amps. The game's finding its amps. Spinning up the ampermeter. There we go. Jumping. Probably doesn't appreciate being thraped like that, but oh well. What can you do? Amp us up, manly sneeze, thank you. Never declare war, just do it. Yeah, it's true. It wants to see him run to 100. I don't think I can get to 100 miles an hour in this train. I really don't. Oh, goodness me. Your troops are the Declaration, that's it. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. This railway line. Why is there such a big gap between the two platforms here? Unless the plan was to build like sidings. That seems so strange. I've got the whistle, I've got the taps open, but I don't know, she can't give me any more than this. Not far from Leeds now. Not sure what town this would be. If not Leeds itself. If you've got a hill, surely the weight will do it for you. If I've got a hill. We'll have to see. I'm on a decent uphill gradient. I'm actually slowing down here. Easton? Possibly. One of the fastest trains you can use. I think there's a high-speed train on the Great Western Railways service. You could definitely do one of them, I guess. But it's so steep. Track. Very nice. Train of thought. I like it. Hughes train is steam powered. We burn Gabe Newell to keep it running. You want 90? I don't think we're going to get 90. I don't even think the train can go 90. Unless these gradients get more agreeable. You burn Half-Life 3 demo CD discs, yep. I spent ice recently. The rain has got me wanting to fire it up again. I could do some more spin tires, to be honest. I wish that game had VR support, because that would be really cool. VR spin tires would just be yes. I'd just love that. First person spin tires. The problem is that the modding tools that they released for spin tires aren't that comprehensive. Like, they're just not that good. Like, you can make terrains and vehicles, but nothing complex with the game's engine, which is a bit of a shame. The long tunnel. Really long tunnel. I don't think that's the end of the tunnel. I think that tiny little white speck at the far end is the tunnel. Oh god. You can see the gradient in the tunnel. Well, like the tunnel's struggling to load ahead of us. This is a long tunnel. It's impossibly dark in here. You could get Vorpex. It's a third-party tool. Yeah, I've used Vorpex before. I don't know how well it would work though. Vorpex always struggles to get like full immersive like VR with games that it isn't like made for. Like, because it works with everything to a degree. It's like emulated VR, but sometimes it doesn't work. It's a long one. It really is. Did I enter purgatory or something? The end is in sight, I believe. We're on like a decent downhill gradient now, so we're at least going to get to open the taps a little bit. Although we need to kind of coast, actually, because we're coming up to a 50 mile an hour bit. Don't go into the light. We've got to. We've got to go into the light. That's me zoomed in as well. If I zoom out, I'm still a little bit like, I'm still quite far away from it. There we go. Now there's like going to be like a 15 mile an hour bit just after this. Beautiful. Out we come. Brill. Now we just coast down here. Got a 60 mile an hour bit coming up. A bit more loco brake to resist the downhill. I've maxed out the loco brake. It's not doing much. Let's go to first application, full train brake. That is doing it. Beautiful, beautiful countryside. You hear the squealing of the brakes there. Nice touch. Our guy is somewhere over in that direction. I'd say we're just getting to the outskirts of Leeds now. It's like fucking high-rise flat in the middle of this fucking forest. Deja vu, very much so. Multi-track drifting, really is. Brake to running. First application. So we are absolutely flying along here. 25 mile an hour in about 2 miles. I might as well start fucking very light braking for that now. First application. Barely enough. Get her on a 12% service brake. Literally no difference in speed. Get 25% service. There we go, we're starting to slow down at least. God, like literally how much time you need to stop these trains is ridiculous. Will Q hit something at the end of the track and fail again? I hope not. It would be such a shame. Oh, yellow signals are green. Got to drop another 15 mile an hour. Should be doable with our current rate of braking. Nothing, a very slow and steady descent. Very nice. Previously on Train Sim World, that's it. There we go. Let's keep it slowing down nice and gentle like. Nice and gentle. Down to the 25 mile an hour mark on this steep downhill gradient of 1 in 184. It is nearly 5 o'clock in the morning in game. The first passenger services will probably be creeping out here. This train brake here as we are now below the requisite speed limit. Beautiful. As we coast on in here. You don't need to slow down like for another 500 yards, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much there, Duckus Dankus, for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. Welcome aboard. Very kind of you, sir. Right. Not bad at all. Just on the outskirts of Leeds here. Going to be rolling into our stop point very soon. Got a yellow signal in 400 yards, warning us of a potential incoming red signal. Give it a little bit of loco brake. Double yellow. B to a single yellow and then to a red. nice one. Very steep approach here. Speeding a little bit. Come on, find the brake. I'm trying to find that brake. No, it's here somewhere. Give it some amps, give it some amps. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Oh, I ruined it. I flatlined her. Not happy with that. I killed her. I'm sorry. Come back. I just need to finish it. I stalled it. Fucking right before the end as well. Come on, give me this. Give me this one thing. Throttle's off. Let me just tiptoe into Leeds Station. I'd literally, if this was like, I'm like holding up like everyone on this junction. That's not happy with that. Oh, there you go. There we are. Sorted. Brilliant. This was actually a really difficult train to drive, to be honest. But look at the reflection on that rail. Good God.
Oh,
It's like liquid.
yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Metalhead. 15 months of absolutely quality content. Thank you very much, sir. Gun that thing down the track. Tempting. Big station leads. All of the frames per second disappear here. Yeah, just going to coast in. You can see how the suspension moves independent of the body when we go around steep corners. You can see like the axles change direction compared to the big yellow face of it. But very nicely rendered. In we come. Very nice. Platform, looks like platform 11, or like a siding platform, it's not numbered. 12. Beg your pardon. Platform 12 we're pulling into. Very nice. Awesome stuff. Couple of old British Rail coaches there. There we go. Right. Let's begin our stopping procedures here. I am tiptoeing to the end. I'll take it. It's a little bit shy, but I'll take it. Objective complete. So in terms of our speed, you can see where we really struggled on those uphill bits. And also where we came to a dead fucking stop. Once, twice, 3 fucking times. In terms of the speed light, those are the speed limits. We went over it a few times here. We went over it here a few times. Went over it there pretty much consistently. There. In fact, we did quite a lot there. We did quite a lot of speeding. Quite a lot of speeding. But not bad at all, to be honest. Not bad at all. So yeah, that is it from me this evening. Thank you very much for dropping in. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did there. That speed diagram, I know. Brilliant. Distance walked? Not sure. Can't see the cursor. Oh, strange. Yeah, strange. You can't see the cursor. Is that because... I think I remember why you can't see the cursor. Bear with me. Yes, that's because, yeah, if I turn the cursor back on for you, some of my games at the moment are doing this really weird thing where the cursor doesn't line up with what's on the screen. So you can see here, like, I'm mousing over, like, Free Roam and Journey, but the actual cursor is just on that left-hand railway line there at the moment. Like, I'm dragging the cursor down the railway ties of the left-hand railway line, and for some reason it's all out of sync. If I actually move it just onto the left-hand side here of the continue journey thing, it's at this point here that I actually mouse over the thing. So the cursor is like out of sync. That's why I've had it turned off. So yeah, anyway, that's it from me. Again, thank you very much to everybody that sort of hung out this evening. It does mean a lot. It really does. And thank you for being sort of patient with me as I kind of find my faculties like it. I know I come across pretty carefree and pretty sort of, chill, but it is quite a turbulent time in my life, like, while I try and save for arguably one of the most important steps I'll take as a young adult, like, moving out of the nest, as it were. So, yeah, I mean, did you know Saru's a train? I mean, it might come as a shock to some people. It was definitely a shock to me. So yeah, just thanks, really, in a sort of really, sort of, just, I don't know, genuine way. I always struggle to come across as sincere. I hope the volume of what I'm trying to say is finding its feet, like. And yeah, just thanks for hanging out. Like, it does mean a lot. It really does. So yeah, I'll leave you to it. That's enough soppy stuff. I'll be more manly tomorrow. But yeah, that's it from me. Thanks again. Thank you, everyone. People in the VODs as well. If you're watching this, as well as the people that are here, you're all fantastic people. And I hope to see you again soon. I'm down at Jane's tomorrow, so there won't be a stream tomorrow because I'm at work and then Jane's. And if there's not a stream on Wednesday night, there'll definitely be a stream on Thursday. So again, just thank you for chilling out with me, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Take care of yourselves, folks, and yeah, thanks very much. Bye bye.